welcome back to the channel, touching down from Chiang Mai City in northern Thailand. Today we're going to get right into it. I had a message about apps in Thailand, and I've done a vlog about this maybe 2 years ago about some apps that you would need in Thailand, and I thought it was about time for an update. And I could say 12 of my apps that I use in Thailand that I could not live without. I probably could live without some of them, but you know, they're on my phone all the time. So we're going to start off with number one, Line Messenger. This is a pretty obvious one for people that come to Thailand. This is the main messaging app that Thailand use. So when you come here, if you're going to meet a lady, if you're going to connect with anybody, any Thai person, you're going to need Line. We just call it Line, but it's Line Messenger. So it is a good app, and I would recommend getting Line Messenger on your phone before you get here, because even if you're not coming here yet, Line will work anywhere in the world. So it's not just the Thailand app. I think it's created in Japan, you know. It's just the app of choice in Thailand. So get Line Messenger on your phone. So number two is Wise. Wise is a app and an online, I don't think it's a real banking account, but it's what most Farangs use in Thailand. Wise, you can transfer your money from your home country into Thailand with less rates. What I do is I keep all my money in my UK account and I send it to Wise every month, and then from Wise I just keep it in Wise and transfer it to my Thailand bank whenever I need to. You can do a direct transfer through Wise where you just send it from your bank in your country to your Thailand account, but I prefer to send it to Wise first and just keep it in Wise for a little while. You can even get a debit card, so if you've not got a Thailand bank account, you can use the debit card. There is restrictions on the card where you cannot withdraw so much, but I'm going to leave all info in the links below. And it's so simple on the app. You can have digital cards as well, so you don't have to have a physical card. So yeah, Wise is definitely number two essential on my phone. Number three is a simple one, and it should be on everybody's phone already. Google Maps. Very simple. Like I said, it's normally on every Android or iPhone phone, and Google Maps is something that I cannot live without, especially having a motorcycle here, or even when I was riding my bicycle Black Beauty. Google Maps is just, I couldn't go nowhere on my trips without Google Maps. It is one of the number one apps on my phone. Google Maps is probably one of the best apps ever created for me, because you know, I've totally got no sense of direction, so without that app I would get lost. Number four is Tinder. There's lots of dating apps for Thailand, and there's plenty paid for and free ones. I've tried them all. We've all tried different apps, but I keep finding myself coming back to Tinder because I think it is the best one just for meeting people and going for coffees. And people cannot message you on Tinder unless you like them first, which is a good option. I think you don't get all these crazy messages and stuff, and I just think it's a good solid app. Probably the least seedy one as well. I think it's the more rounded app. You can get a bit of the old Humpty Dumpty on Tinder as well, of course you can, but yeah, it's an app that is always on my phone anywhere I go. So number five is Lazada. Lazada is your equivalent to eBay in the UK or Amazon in the United States, and you can just about order anything you want. And this is an essential app for me, especially when you're staying here long term, because you can get all your bits and bobs on Lazada. In fact, I've got a little addiction with shopping on Lazada because everything's cheap. I'm always just buying crap, you know, crap that you don't need. You can get it just for like a couple of dollars or a couple of pounds, but it is very useful. And on my history, the time I've been here, I've bought so much stuff on Lazada. You can use Shopee as well. A lot of the Thai locals use Shopee, but they're both pretty similar, and I just chose Lazada, and I can't be bothered to set up two on my phone, so I always stick to Lazada. You can put your You can put your credit card details in there and stuff if you want, but I don't do that. The good thing about Lazada is you can pay on delivery. So this is a library where you can find books. I've showed it before. I'm not sure if there's any English in here. I've never really looked, but sometimes you'll see somebody sitting here reading a book for a little while. Chiang Mai Read for Life. So yeah, you can get all your come down here for a little getaway. So number 6 is Air Asia for the flights in domestically inside Thailand. This is an app that I could do without on the phone sometimes, but I always keep it on my phone ready in case I need to go anywhere or go on a trip somewhere. Because of the flights are so cheap inside Thailand, I always keep Air Asia on my phone. I always prefer to book with the actual flight company. You can use Skyscanner and things like that, but I always tend to book with the actual company. Anywhere I go, even when I come to Thailand, I will go online on the proper site and book the flight, and that's what I do with Air Asia. And I always like Air Asia because they go to most places around Thailand, and the app is very simple, and sometimes you can look ahead, see what deals they got on the dates, or you know, you can go 2 or 3 months in front and find the date that's really cheap, maybe 500 baht somewhere or something. Even though those prices are getting less and less these days, you can go all around Thailand, a flight anywhere for 1,000 baht or 2,000 baht. So Air Asia it will always stay on my phone. Like I said, it's probably buried in the back end of my apps, but it is always on my phone. Number 7 is a VPN. I never used to use a VPN, and some people now swear by you don't need one, or you do need one. And a few years ago I decided to get a VPN, so I always use a VPN now whenever I'm doing stuff online, like booking flights or using my bank or anything like that. And I really do believe in just having a decent VPN, especially if you're a traveler or you're going somewhere or you work online, and you know, it just gives you that peace of mind. Some people say they don't do nothing and things like that, but if it blocks your traffic, that's all good with me. So I use Surfshark, and that app is always on my phone. Surfshark is probably one of the cheaper ones. I think I got a 2-year subscription. I used to use ExpressVPN, and that one was really good. I think it is the leading number 1 VPN in the world, but it was so expensive, man, and I just thought I would change to Surfshark, and nothing's different to me really. In fact, some things on Surfshark are a lot better than the ExpressVPN, but I know you can get NordVPN. I used TourGuide for a while as well, but Surfshark, just the price to the usability is perfect for me. It's cheap, it does everything I need to. So yeah, Surfshark is always on my phone for when I'm out, or when I need to use public Wi-Fi, I will put on the Surfshark VPN. I know when I went to Udon Thani and I was in the mall using the VPN, I was using in the mall using a Wi-Fi, I should say. I was using Surfshark VPN. And if I'm out and about on my phone for general things, of course I won't put the VPN on normal apps, but if I need to go into my bank app or into my detailed YouTube stuff, maybe out and about, I would probably just put on my VPN for something like that, or my email or something. Just gives you that small peace of mind. So number 8 is booking.com, a hotel booking site. It's my preferred choice. You can use Agoda. There's many, right, you can have on your phone. Some people say Agoda is the best choice for Thailand and you get the best deals, but I think that's a load of old rubbish. They're all the same really. I just choose booking.com because it's my preferred choice. And with booking.com, it gives you the final price at the end. I know with Agoda it adds some stuff as well, and I just prefer the final price on everything, just to see what everything is straight away. It's always on my phone in case I go on trips or anything, on road trips. I always book a few days ahead, and even when I'm in Chiang Mai, you know, I will keep it on my phone because I know I'm going to use it again. If you're living in one place like Chiang Mai, obviously you're not going to use booking.com or Agoda for long-term room rental here. I wouldn't use an app like that. I would go out on the streets looking around for the deals. I would only use the booking.com for hotels, 1 or 2 or 3 nights if I was going anywhere. It's essential. I always keep it on my phone. So number 9 is another one that is on all of our phones, Google Translate. And this is an essential one if you're going anywhere in the world, I think. Someone said to me on one of my previous vlogs, why don't I use Google Translate more? I think the longer you're here, the less you use Google Translate. You learn the food that you want and the things that you buy, and you don't really whip out Google Translate anymore. It's more of a tourist thing, you know. When you first get here, you would use Google Translate, but that's not to say it's not important, because I still use it when I really need to. And you can scan things with it, right, and it will tell you, and you can talk. I use the talking feature on Google Translate. I will talk into the phone and just let it do it all for me and show the person or something. So Google Translate is, although I don't use it so much anymore, is really important for any road trip that I do. That's when I tend to use it the most, when I'm going to these small villages or small towns around Thailand. In Chiang Mai, I wouldn't use it so much anymore, but there's times when you do need to, and it's such a handy tool. And you know, it's always in the pride of place again on my phone, ready for when I need it. So Google Translate, it's a simple one, it's already on your phones. We've got some top vloggers here, look, got the proper camera set up. Looks like they're doing a photo shoot or something. So we'll get out of the way. We've got the edge trimmer going, of course. Number 10 is probably one that I use more than any on a daily basis. It's a currency converter. I use one called Currency Plus, but there's thousands out there. And when you're in a different country, you want to know what the conversion rates are, right, on a daily basis, because changing money, you don't want to be losing money, man. And yeah, every day I will have a look at my Currency Plus app just to see what's happening. At the time of making this vlog, the Thai baht is strong, so the Great British Pound has gone down a bit. Every morning I will get up, I'll have a quick look just to see what's happening. You can never tell what it's going to do, so nobody's got a crystal ball, but it's good just to keep an eye on the currency rate anywhere you go. I've got it set up for US dollars, Vietnam dong when I went to Vietnam and stuff, and it is an essential tool for changing your hard-earned money up. You want to get the best rates, right? So that's always on my home screen. Number 11 is an app called Authy. Authy is a 2-factor authenticator that goes on your phone, and it protects all your accounts. Every app on your phone now, Facebook Messenger, you can all set up 2-factor, and Authy is my choice. My friend introduced me to it about 3 years ago, because I never used stuff like 2FA back in the day. I thought, I don't need that or anything, and I started using it, and now it is an essential part of my sort of business, I suppose, of my YouTube and my other stuff I do online. It protects everything. If anybody wants to sign in from a new device, you have to get your code from this Authy app, and it works offline as well, I think. So if you ever lost a login to Authy or something, there's a way to get the numbers, and you've got other backup ways anyway to get into these apps. Authy is just another layer of security, and you can, I've got about 7 or 8 of my sites set up on Authy, and all I got to do is open the app and the numbers are already there. So you never have to use it unless you're signing in from somewhere different, a different device, or something dodgy is happening. There is ways now, people are always finding ways to hack into things, right? I've got another vlog coming, it might have been up already, where my bank had a bit of trouble again, or it might be coming. I've recorded that vlog anyway, it's either up or it's coming. And yeah, there's always finding ways, right, of getting into accounts, but this just makes me feel that little bit secure, because Before I used any of this, I used to think, oh, it's more hassle than it's worth. You're going to get locked out and everything. But it really is simple, this Authy app. There's loads of these as well. It doesn't have to be Authy. So the 12th and final one we got there is Grab, or any type of taxi service in Thailand. A lot of people swear by boats now, or there's always some different ones, but I tend to stick with Grab because that's what I know. I think it is a little bit more expensive than the boat, and I don't think boat is in every city. I'm not sure how good it is in Chiang Mai actually, but I know they're both they're good, and Grab will bring your dinner as well with you. You can order anything with Grab. So sometimes if it's raining or there's a storm, I will just order on Grab my dinner to be delivered to my place. And another thing why I keep it is because if you're stuck anywhere, my motorbike breaks down somewhere, I've always got Grab on my phone for somebody to come and pick me up. I mean, if you're stranded anywhere. I think the last time I used it was when Lucille, my motorcycle, was in the mechanic shop. I had to order a Grab to take me back home, then a Grab to take me back to the shop. Tell a lie, I've used it to order food loads of times since then, which I forgot about. I do sometimes order food on the Grab. So yeah, Grab, I think it's essential anywhere. If you're stuck anywhere, you've got that on your phone for somebody to pick you up, or some sort of taxi service. Yes, so of course there is more apps. I've got more apps on my phone, but they're just your normal apps, you know, your bank from back home, my bank from in Thailand. I use them a lot, but everybody's going to have their different banks at home and Thailand banks. So that's sort of common sense, right? There's no point adding them because you're all going to probably have your money apps anyway, or your bank account. So another one I wanted to add in was a password manager. I think that's essential as well. I wanted to put it on the list, but I wanted to keep it to 12. So that is another one that people should have, especially if you're traveling, doing a lot of stuff online. I know a lot of us do use password managers now, right? And with Apple, you've got it built in on the MacBooks and the iPhones as well, right? But yeah, my password manager is something I use daily as well. So there you go, quick vlog. I think we're gonna leave it there, guys. Gonna check out, get home before it tips down with rain. So I'm gonna stop waffling. Hope you're all safe and sound as always, guys, and I will see you in the next one. So take it easy, man, take it easy.